In this video, I am going to cover the requirements for the Capstone project. So when you come to our course link in Blackboard, you want to go to the menu on the left-hand side and click on Assignments Submission. And now we're going to hit the last area for this course. So we're going to click on the Capstone project folder. And you obviously made it this far because you're viewing the Capstone project overview. So let's go ahead and open up the Capstone project. Now keep in mind this may or may not be for the current semester, but again, this is still the same type of project. So when we open up the Capstone project instructions, you'll see the information. So this is going to be a team project, so keep in mind you will be working with a partner. So you and your team will create a presentation on an existing or upcoming technology that will drive the next economy. Your team will research a technology that a company can use for collaboration, sharing, marketing, saving money, etc. After collecting all the data, the team will present findings using a video web conference program. So now you have the list of objectives for this assignment and then the project overview. So you will have a partner, so keep in mind this is a team project. So both or however many partners you have on your team will work on this assignment together. Your team will research one of the technologies from the topic listed on the next page, and also keep in mind that these due dates may or may not be for your particular semester, so make sure you're looking at your instructions and not the video when it comes to due dates. You will present your findings to the class by recording your presentation. So you do need to make sure you've completed the technology rotation with the web conferencing, because this is what we'll be using for this particular class. So you will be using a web conferencing tool and you will be recording it. So we will not be meeting in the classroom for this, but you will be recording your presentation and other classmates will be viewing that presentation later on in the course. The instructor will upload your team's recording. So once you're done recording, you will contact the instructor and then the instructor will upload the video. Once the team videos are available, each student will view and post a comment for each team's video. So there is also going into the discussion forum as well. So we're going to be bouncing around in different applications to complete this assignment. So if you look down here, you're going to see your teams. And then we'll go down to the next page, which is getting organized and start working. So each team will be required to use the following applications. So you will be required to use these applications. Make sure you understand it's not an option. So if you don't use these applications, major points will be deducted. You do need to make sure you include your instructor in the program Microsoft Team. And then you want to make sure you contact each other. Keep in mind you can go to the course link in Blackboard and underneath the tools, send email. You can contact your partners that way. The big thing is to make sure you guys are talking. So have the instructions up, have the dialogue. Make sure you both understand what the requirements are for this assignment, and then define your roles. Who's responsible for what? Come up with a time frame ASAP. That's the big thing. Once you know what your topic is, start collecting the information and start utilizing the applications required in this assignment to collect the applications. So you'll see those instructions or those applications on step 1. Once you collect the data, determine what tools you're going to use. So in other words, it's going to be time to present. Are you going to use PowerPoint to present, Prezi, or some other type of presentation program? And then you're going to practice, and you want to use the Adobe Connect. So what we're going to use for our web conferencing recording. And everybody will have their own team meeting in Adobe Connect, so you can practice as many times as you want. You can meet through Adobe Connect as well and have conversation. You don't need to meet in person, and I think it's crazy if anybody does, quite frankly, because you guys have already been exposed to all of these tools. You start using them. So use Adobe Connect to have your meetings. You don't need to meet face to face. If you want to, that's fine, but again, you're kind of defeating the purpose of this class. So you want to use these tools for those reasons. Then if you look down at the list of topics, Oh wait, let me go back to this step. After you've recorded the presentation, the instructor will have the team evaluation and student feedback links open. So the last part will be doing evaluations on yourself and your partner. Those will not be available until after the presentations are due. Now this is a list of the topics. If you feel like you've got a topic that's not on that list that you and your partner would like to use, please make sure you contact the instructor for approval. Just send an email. Project requirements. So here's the breakdown. You're going to have team documents. You're going to have your virtual presentation. You're going to have evaluations. And I just refer to it as team evaluations, but there's 2 of them. And then each student will be giving the other team's feedback. So for the team documents, present your findings in a PowerPoint or other type of presentation. And this is a list of what the presentation needs to include. You need to have an introduction page or slide. Make sure you have the technology name and the team members' names on that first slide. The description of the technology. Show the application or technology in use. So this can be an embedded video or a link to a video. Describe how it can be used for business and or personal use. List the advantage and disadvantage of the technology. Project future of the technology. In other words, how close are we seeing this technology in our everyday lives? And then we go into the submission requirement. Each team will submit their presentation document in a PDF file, so that's very important. It has to be a PDF file. You don't know if other people will have the same application on their computer, so that's why we're using PDF. So make sure you're reading through this carefully. So each team will use Microsoft Team in an efficient and productive manner. Provide a screen image of your team in Microsoft Team. And this can be something you can do in a Word file or also attach it as a PDF file as well. And then you're also going to be using OneNote, so you'll need to submit your OneNote notebook. So 3 things you're going to be submitting. You're going to be submitting a PDF file of the presentation itself that you used when you did your recording. You're going to be submitting a screen image of your team when you were using it in Microsoft Team. And then you're going to be submitting your OneNote notebook. And when it comes to the Adobe Connect virtual presentation, again, keep in mind we're not meeting, so that's why we're going to be recording. So once you're done, you're going to make sure that you contact me so I can upload the video. Keep in mind that each team member is required to speak and present an equal amount of information. So in other words, we do not want to have one person dominating the presentation. You'll have one person start out, but again, you need to make sure each person is getting a slide and equal amount of slide and information to present. Then you'll be doing the evaluations. So you'll have the self and peer evaluations that you will be doing. Keep in mind the self-evaluation is your contributions. The peer evaluation is how you feel what you feel your team member contributed to the project. Then the last one will be student feedback. So each student, not team, will be making comments about other teams' presentations, and that is in the discussion forum in Blackboard. So then make sure you look at the deadlines for all the due dates. Again, these may not necessarily be your deadlines, so it all depends on what semester you're taking this class. Make sure you're looking at your actual document. So when we come back over to the course link in Blackboard, you will see some additional links. So this is Adobe Connect login recording. So that's just a video I did to show you how to log in and how to actually start recording your presentation. This folder here will have the actual Adobe Connect meeting rooms for each team. So when you click on it, let's go ahead and get to that. You'll see your team's name. The link below is the actual link to your Adobe Connect meeting room. And then when it's time to upload your documents, you're going to use team presentation documents. These are 3 things you need to be uploading. And then after the due date, you will see the self-evaluation and the peer evaluation links available. Now, where you go to view team members' actual videos, you'll see a link on the left that says Team Capstone Project Videos. Now, obviously there aren't going to be any in here just yet, but you will see each team's video in there. When it's time to do the individual assignment where you actually give each team feedback, you will see that in the discussion forum in the Capstone Project student feedback form. Keep in mind this is going to be 2 parts, so each team will have to come in here and create a post with your team letter, and then again just one team member needs to do this and just upload your PDF file to your presentation. You don't need your other 2 documents. So if you use PowerPoint, make sure you have that in the PDF file and you have that up here as well. And we just use that as a backup for reference, just in case something happens to the videos. So each student will need to follow these instructions, and you're going to reply to 2 teams. So make sure you're doing this for 2 teams. And that is your capstone project. Have a great time with this. I mean, we've had students in the past, teams do a fantastic job. It's really a fun time. It's a great time for you to get to work with a partner, but also utilize some of these tools that you've already been working on in this class and use it in a presentation format. Have a fantastic time, and if you have any questions at all, please let me know.